Alright, tonight was another awesome episode of Once Upon a Time. I'm gonna start off with all the past back. Cause you know how, Once Upon a Time they always do like flashbacks and stuff so you can understand more of the story. So, in this case, I'm gonna start with all flashbacks first and talk about present day Storybrooke. So, Once Upon a Time starts off in 1983. This is, we have Regina waking up, and this is pretty much the beginning of the curse of the fairy tale character being Storybook. So we have Regina, all excited and smiling because obviously she's the one who knows who she is and who everybody else is. So she begins the day walking down the street. We see who do we see when she walks down the street? We see Geppetto. We see Rumpelstiltskin. We see Ruby fussing with her grandma. We see Jiminy Cricket walking up on the and then then we realize that every day is pretty much like this every single day. She does the same thing. Then on two different days, she bumps into she bumps into Mary Margaret, obviously the original Snow White, and she asks Snow White why won't she fight back? And I mean not Snow, I mean Mary Margaret why she won't fight back? And she's like, why would I do that? And she just walks away, and she realizes that she's not happy, so she goes to Mr. Gold's office, and he's like, she pretty much saying, we made a deal, and he's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Then she's like, no, you don't, do you? So after curse upon so nobody remembers who they are. So Regina's trying to realize, kind of realization. Yeah, she got this curse, but she's not happy. She is missing something. So then we have these campers. There's a father and son. They pretty much stumbled into Storybrooke when the curse had took place. With the smoke and everything. Because when they woke up the next day, it was like, well, this wasn't here before. So where did all of a sudden come from? So they pretty much trash their car to get it fixed. So we're just trying to figure out why they're there. And she ends up taking a liking to the little boy. So it all turns haywire when the little boy gives Regina this like little, and this is a keychain thing. Then she invites him over for dinner, and she's just going to make her return over, and she finds out, boy lost his money for a while ago, and he doesn't like it in New Jersey and stuff, and he wants to stay, in Starbucks. So Regina suggested that, they stay here, and make a new start for themselves, and he's like, no, I'm going to go to New Jersey. So they found Regina being on some evil queen mode and takes out the Wolfsman, not the Wolfsman, Graham's heart, who was the huntsman from, obviously Snow White. And that's why we are. So that's why he talked to her and said, pull over the dad for not running and whatnot. So she turns around, the dad is literally standing there behind her like, okay, she is crazy. It's definitely time to go. It's out of nowhere.
He knows something up because he's like, oh, because I'm talking about you drunk driving. Obviously, he's not actually in a car, he's in an office. So he knows something up, and so he knocks the box over, which hurts Grandpa. I'm like, this is her after all. And then he busts out, and now we have this whole car chase scene where Regina and Graham are chasing the boy and the dad, and they cut him off before they can hit the border. As you know, when the curse was enacted, you can't cross it. Woo! And they still can't cross it now. And so we have the dad telling the little boy to get out the car and run. And Graham, puts the dad in the thing. And Regina talks to the boy like, why you, stay with me, and, be happy here. And he's like, not like this, because you're forcing him to stay with you. No, you can't force somebody to do something they don't want to do. So Regina lets him go. And then that's pretty much, and the little boy comes back, puts the police back to that same spot. And police is like, there's nothing here, because to them it's just literally a road that's going on and on. There's nothing that says welcome to Storybrooke, because, the Storybrooke is protected by this magical barrier that nobody can see. And so, that's pretty much all that happened in 1983. Now, since it was 1983, it said how long it was supposed to take Emma to try to free him? What, 28 or 28 years? So they've been up since 28 years. So they would be. I don't feel like doing math right now. Ugh. Anyway, that was all that happened in 1983, which was interesting. And the boy plays a very interesting part in present day Storybrooke as well. Okay, this one starts off present day Storybrooke. Obviously, Regina is mourning the loss over her mother Cora. We see her at burying her mother with a rose, and we have Uncle Sis come in, and she's like, "Well, you come here to gloat and stuff." He's like, "You may have bad blood, but he still cared for her. After all, they were lovers and stuff like that." And he tells her, "Hold on, let me look at my notes." Let's go pretty much talks to her and say that vengeance is going to get you nowhere. I mean, look at you, look at you, and look at your mama. Your mom literally ripped out her own heart just so she could try to gain power because she knew that was going to stab her heart. And look at you, you put up this curse, and what did it get you? Nothing. Everybody still pretty much hates you and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, she's gonna have a vengeance. She's gonna kill Snow White, and then she'll have everything. She'll have everything. And Gold's like, obviously she didn't learn. Listen. Then over at Henry, David, and Mary Margaret. Mary Margaret obviously upset by what she has done is not talking to anybody. She's pretty much being mute the whole time. And Henry wants to know what everything's going on. And to Henry, magic is the problem with all this. Everybody would have done this unless it was for magic. Because obviously we all know Regina's background. She was pretty much a cute, good, nice girl until magic and nothing. Snow White, we all know Snow White's story. Good girl. Had to do black magic in order to save Rumpelstiltskin. So obviously magic does cause a lot more problems than it actually helps solve. And even Rumpelstiltskin with himself, he got magic. He's now the Dark One, lost a son, and went through all the drama. Magic does cause a lot more trouble. You would think it actually be kind of helpful when it actually does more harm than good. So later we have Regina rummaging through her mother's things and finds a spell which will cause what she plans on using on Henry to pretty much force him to love him. And in order to do it, it requires the heart of somebody she hates, which means Snow White. So given this fact, they like Rumpelstiltskin, you owe a debt to us. And obviously we know, we all know Rumpelstiltskin, he has to go through the deal, that kind of like his thing. So we have Regina, pretty much coming in on Snow to kill her while she's at home, and Ross is like, "You didn't think it was gonna be that easy, did you?" She's like, "You can't be your bodyguard for long, Mary Margaret." And then she leaves and stuff. And then we have Henry trying to find a way to get rid of magic, because to him that's the main problem, it's the magic. So Emma tries to talk him out of it by letting his dad Neil talk to him, and then Emma comes back to the table and is like, "Where's Henry?" He's like, "Oh, he went off to the bathroom. He's gonna come to New York, man." And she's like, "Where's his bag?" And she's like, "You let him go to the bathroom? He's your son." He's like, "Oh, he's gotta run." So we see Henry running through the hood. Obviously headed somewhere, and he bumps into the outsider who's taking pictures. I mean, this guy's like, it breeds suspicion all over him. He hasn't left yet. Anyway, they didn't have Ruby try to track Henry's scent, and they found out that he went into the mines and got dynamite. And he's like, "What would he even need dynamite for?" And Emma's like, "Get rid of magic." Because obviously he thinks that because magic's here, it came from the well that we saw Mr. Gold put that potion in, at the end of last season. So to Henry, if he blows up the well, obviously magic would disappear. The outsider then calls Regina and tells him about Henry's whereabouts, and Regina catches up to Henry and uses magic to make the dynamite disappear. Saying that you might kill yourself. I mean, the boy had like a bunch of freaking TNT packed up. I mean, if you're not careful, he might actually blow himself to bits, and that would not be good for anybody. Anyway, Regina tries to talk to him. Then we have Emma, Neil, and David come in and is like, get away from Regina and stuff like that. And Regina's like, no. And they pretty much going back and forth on why they got to do what they got to do. And Henry's like, no, it's not your fault. It's not Regina's fault. It's magic. Everybody's using magic to try to solve their problems. And look at what all the troubles caused. And caused Regina to turn to the Queen. Caused Snow White to go from innocent to good. I mean, it's just caused troubles. So Regina then burns the spell that she was going to use on Harry, and Harry walks off with his parents. Later, we have Mary Margaret going to Regina's house and asking Regina to kill her because obviously this feud between them is never going to stop because obviously it began with their parents and it's like it goes on to the kids. It's like ridiculous. And so when Regina pulls out her heart, she notices that Snow White has a black spot in her, and no, I'm not talking about Pirates of the Caribbean's black spot. Davy Jones is not gonna come and get her. Yeah, but since Snow White has committed that act of, I guess you say what, crime, because it was murder pretty much. She has pretty much darkened her heart, and Regina says it's gonna get darker because you have this down thing, and that was one of Cora's goals. But remember in the Queen is Dead episode, we see Cora standing over Snow's mother, Eva, saying, "I will, make your daughter evil," and that's pretty much what she has done. She has eventually made her evil. As she has fulfilled what she said she was gonna do. She did it. Snow White's heart is slowly turning black, so this is gonna be very interesting. So Regina pushes it back in her and says, "No, you're gonna suffer. I'm not gonna put you out your misery. And if I can't be put out of mine, why should I let you be put out of yours? No, you're gonna suffer." So we have Snow all in tears and stuff because she can't take it. Kind of like even though there's so much. Then we have over off in the distance the outsider sitting out with his iPhone. I'm guessing it's an iPhone because it's a touchscreen. He then took a video image of Regina literally pulling out somebody's heart and got it. And then we get in the car and we see this little keychain to realize that he is the little boy from 1983. And obviously he's talking to somebody, is a female from outside. So the preview showing us that Neil's fiance is coming into the picture, and obviously she might be in cohorts with the boy, the outsider, the man out, the male outsider and stuff. And it's all gonna be interesting. And then there's Snow White slowly becoming the darkness slowly filling her heart and everything. So this is gonna be definitely interesting. We're gonna see like probably a badass Snow White. That's gonna be awesome. To most people that's probably not gonna be cool. Because Snow White's supposed to be good and innocent. But to me, that would be freaking awesome. I love twisted fairy tales. I love them. Anyway, that's gonna be pretty good. And I kind of hope they're gonna do something with Belle because we really haven't seen her as much lately. So hopefully they find some way for her to get her memory back because I love Rapunzel. Anyway, that was pretty much a good episode. Really good episode. I like how it went. So tell me guys, what's your thoughts on tonight's episode? If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, you can go. I think you can go to abc.com and watch it, or you can download the ABC player because it's free. Some people, cable providers, you gotta have put it on your cable information. But ABC player is free. In case you need to catch up on Once Upon a Time and stuff like that. So yeah, just tell me what you thought about the episode. Do you like where the story is going? Who's your favorite character? Who you think is hot? Anything you want to talk about the episode? Hit the like button if you want to. Hit the dislike button if you want to. If you want to be neutral, hey, don't write nothing at all. It's all up to you. So, see you guys next Sunday. Deuces.